Hello and welcome to Unabridged, the weekly podcast where teachers take on books. This is Sarah. Join us for bookish episodes and a monthly book club pick.
This is Ashley. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at UnabridgedPod or go to our website, unabridgedpod.com, where the books we read are linked for purchase.
This is Jen. Check out our Teachers Pay Teachers store, our Patreon page, and our newsletter. Please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts to support us. You want opinions about books? We've got them.
Hello, everyone. It's Sarah here with this week's teaching tidbit. And when I was thinking about what I could talk about with you today, I was trying to think about the things that I thought were difficult or harder to teach in the classroom when I was teaching 8th grade English. And one of the things I came up with was writing. I thought that it was always a challenge to teach writing in a meaningful way for students of all levels. So what I wanted to share with you today is one resource that I used religiously in my classroom. And that resource is Kelly Gallagher's Write Like This, Teaching Real World Writing Through Modeling and Mentor Texts. I had the opportunity to see Kelly Gallagher speak right when this book was being published, and he did an awesome job of showing us how to utilize the book and talking about ways to make writing meaningful for students. So of course, I definitely knew that I was going to purchase the book as soon as it came out. And what I love about this text is that it gives you things that you can utilize right away in your classroom. For me, a lot of times teacher texts or texts on teaching, I feel like go over a lot of pedagogy and things like that, but don't give you actionable items for your classroom. And this book is one that does. It gives you explanations, examples, lessons, and it has been integral in my writing instruction when I was in the classroom. In fact, when I moved into instructional technology, I actually handed down some of my teaching texts to other teachers so that they could use them. But I kept Write Like This because I think it's so good. If you get this, there are all kinds of lessons, but I also think this is really good with writing across the curriculum. So there are ideas for writing just not in English class, although Kelly Gallagher is an English teacher, but there are ways to integrate writing into every class. And that's what makes students, be better writers and makes them see the importance of being able to construct a good piece of writing. One of the things that I use in my classroom that I actually got from Gallagher's work is I used Article of the Week. So we used it like as a current event. So the kids would read an article and annotate it, and we would discuss it. And it helps students, especially that struggle with nonfiction texts. But that's just an example of one of the things I used. But there are tons of ideas. And it really focuses on using mentor texts so that kids know how their writing could look. And also modeling, so showing kids your own writing, which I know is very vulnerable, at least for me. And I always felt very vulnerable composing writing in front of my kids. But this book makes a strong argument for showing mentor texts from the experts, but also showing yourself as a writer and the writing process that you go through, which, because writing can be a struggle for all of us. So I just thought today I would keep it short and simple and tell you about this amazing resource that I have used in my classroom and that I continue to keep because I like it that much. And I think that if you take a look at it or check it out of the library or look at it, I think that if you are struggling or if you are just looking for new ways to teach writing, that this book has tons of good ideas and easily implemented ideas and ideas that you can take straight from the pages into your classroom, which is what I always looked for in a book. So today I am recommending Kelly Gallagher's Write Like This, Teaching Real World Writing Through Modeling and Mentor Texts. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on social media or send us an email at unabridgedpod@gmail.com, and I will be happy to help and answer any questions. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for listening. Do you have comments or opinions about what you heard today? We'd love to hear them.
You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at UnabridgedPod or on the web at unabridgedpod.com for a list of ways to support us.
We'd like to thank Jared Featherstone, who composed our theme music, Strings of Light, and Katie Amy of Amy Photography, our podcast photographer. Thanks for listening to Unabridged.